let's bring up this conversation because this is one we always talk about on Mondays, and that's the box office. John, did you see Roofman, by the way?
I did not see Roofman. I've heard great things.
I loved it.
I've heard this. I went to see Tron Ares yesterday, and I almost stayed to watch Roofman, but I didn't. And
We'll talk about it in a second. Let's go over these numbers here because Tron Ares de-rezzed at box office. Going into the weekend, Tron Ares was rumored to be heading for a strong start with the projections suggesting in the 40 million range. That hasn't panned out. The 180 million budgeted film is on track for a 35-37. We'll get a full number in just a second. Opening this weekend following a disappointing 14.3, an opening day lower than Jared Leto flop Morbius. It's also notably lower than Legacy, which debuted 15 years ago to 44 million. Critics reviewed a mixed B+ audience score, the same as Legacy, suggests it's not going to fare well domestically. Both the third weekend of battle after another. I'm going to get the actual numbers here from Box Office Mojo. We'll do that. You got Tron Ares at 33.5, 60 million worldwide. Roofman at number 2, 8 million total. I think that will wind up making profit because I think it's a $25 million budget, and I think the word of mouth is going to carry over. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. One Battle After Another is now at 138 million. It is getting buzz, and everybody calling it potentially one of the best movies of the year. Gabby's Dollhouse, 45 million so far. We already think John and I talked about it last week that has already turned a profit. And then Soul on Fire. I don't know this one.
It's a Christian.
Okay.
So yeah.
So then that was 3 million at the number 5 spot. Yeah. Okay. So I think that we'll talk about Tron Ares.
Right.
I called it and I stick with it. Visual pizza. Right. It is absolutely one of the coolest looking movies I've seen in a very long time.
1,000,000%.
Holy crap. Some of the battles and the things, I mean, like, if you're just going, you're like, hey, all I heard is how great these visuals were, you will not be disappointed, especially if you go in IMAX 3D. It pops. The story's lackluster. It starts out in the first 40 minutes, and I was kind of locked in. And I mean, they don't even have Tron in the movie. It's called Tron. He's not even in the movie. And then Ares, I didn't mind as much. I think Leto, they just want to beat up on him, and I get it. But like to me, he wasn't the weakest thing. I think that the rest of the cast is, what are they doing? They don't even know what they're doing in the movie. There's no development towards them whatsoever. Evan Peters, who's great, is a one-note villain. Yeah. Gillian Anderson is her. Jodie Turner-Smith, they're all just kind of just wasted in just kind of a lame story. But I liked watching it because it was just so visually stimulating. But I wouldn't recommend, you got to go. This is a great Tron movie. It's cool looking. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, absolutely. I said that in my review yesterday on my show. I was like, this is if you're a Tron fan, you should go see it to enjoy the visuals, just like Tron Legacy. Yeah. But one of the gifts of this franchise, and I think some people who look at it from the outside don't get it, because I'm a fan of the Tron franchise, is it is perfectly imperfect. It is absolutely perfect. And there's not strong stories in either one of these movies. It's the visuals and the concepts that keep you coming back, right? And I think this is where the movie is fun to look at for sure. I think Jared Leto, as you said, is the best part of the movie. A very soulful performance, in my opinion. I think he gets a lot of unfair flack because I think he's actually a damn talented actor. I thought Jodie Turner-Smith was good, but I agree with you, Evan. I saw the Nepo Baby tech bro performance from Alien Earth, and that's the way better performance than what Evan is doing. Jillian is collecting a paycheck because she's barely in the movie. Yeah. And the story, you're absolutely right. The story is so weak from the beginning. You don't progress. And even Greta Lee, who I think is a damn good actress, like, you give her some trauma, but you don't really explore that trauma, and then you give it resolution. And you're like, well, what's the point? Like, so there was a lot in the story and the concepts of like.
I would have liked to see them flip it. I would have liked to see her as the bad guy and Evan Peters as the good guy. That would have been interesting.
Yeah,
that would have been interesting.
And the Pinocchio stuff, you don't explore the concepts of what it means to be human. You just touch on it. You don't really explore it. And the idea of rampant technology coming into our world and infecting our world. Again, Disney presenting concepts, but refusing to dive into them and actually flesh them out and explore them. It was frustrating on that level, but visually,
I'm telling you, visually, it is. If you want to go watch something cool in IMAX, you can't leave that movie going. No one has said the visuals are lame. They're incredible.
Yeah,
they're incredible. I love talking to you guys about Nutrafol. They are the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can Feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. It's the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. I'm telling you, Nutrafol is no joke. You see the results. Roxy was talking about it not too long ago. She's been using it. She sees the results. You see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping. When you go to Nutrafol.com, you got to enter the promo code Kristian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. That is spelled Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Kristian. Nutrafol.com, promo code Kristian.
Even the cameo, the Jeff Bridges cameo, was just kind of there for fun. It really
it was here to tie in the franchise.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Roofman. I knew nothing about this movie kind of going into it. I told you, unless I'm watching trailers for the reaction for the channel, I don't watch trailers anymore. I just don't do it. People said, well, don't you watch trailers when you go to see movies? Luckily enough, at press screenings, they don't show trailers. So I don't watch trailers. All I know, I read some kind of synopsis about Roofman, and I go, oh, I guess Roofman is like a comedy, like, you know, kind of like a rom-com comedy or whatever it might be, a goofy thing.
Right.
So I didn't know anything about it. And I just knew Channing Tatum was in it, and I didn't really know anybody else who was in it. Right. So then I'm walking into the theater, and I'm like, oh, who directed it? And I look down and I see Derek Cianfrance. I go, well, this is going to be a very different movie than what I'm expecting it to. I love Derek Cianfrance. I love Place Beyond the Pines, Blue Valentine, but I'm like, what am I about to? I'm like, there's no way he's doing a, you know, goofy rom-com. And I had no idea it was a true story.
Yes.
I had no idea Kirsten Dunst was in it, Peter Dinklage, Ben Mendelsohn. I mean, dude, it's awesome. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. Easily.
That's what I hear. It's really good.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And you're so engaged in it. And I don't even want to tell people if they haven't seen anything of it, but like just knowing what the story is, because then they show at the very end of the movie, they show like real footage from everything that happened. And it's like, oh, all that shit really did happen. And they go through it. Roofman is not a rom-com. It's not a rom-com. That's what I thought going into it. It is a true story. There are comedic elements, but like realistic comedic elements, things that really happened inside of this thing that they play for comedic effect. That would be funny if I was telling you a story about something that happened or something someone said. So, yeah, that's funny, you know. But it's not, and so I would say it's a dramedy because there are comedic moments. Channing Tatum is excellent in the film. And
this is probably his wheelhouse, right? Like this is the kind of stuff Tatum does so well. Right?
So well. Oh, and then and Lakeith Stanfield. Also,
right. Yes,
he's also great. You know, oh, and Juno Temple. I mean, the cast is insane. It's an insane cast.
What about Kirsten? Is Kirsten?
She's great. Their chemistry is incredible. Yeah. They have incredible chemistry, and I was just like, oh, that was a great movie, man. I really enjoyed watching that film because I knew nothing about it going into it. Right. Knowing how fascinating the true story was about what the guy did. And then the idea, like, it's just essentially the choices someone can make in their lifetime. It's always the conversation that I had many times over. Good people can make bad choices.
Sure.
Good people can continue to make bad choices. Just because you make bad choices doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't. And I think that that's what this movie ultimately says, because it's like there's time you're rooting for him when you're not supposed to be rooting for him because he's so damn likable. And then there's things that you're like, oh, I hope that happens, or maybe that shouldn't happen. And you just invested. It's Derek Cianfrance's best movie, maybe for me. I love Place Beyond the Pines, but I think this is my favorite because those other movies, as much as I love them, you ain't feeling any kind. You're like, ooh, you're hurting.
I've never finished Place Beyond the Pines. It's so depressing.
It's so depressing, but I love it.
Yeah.
And the other one was the one, the Lighthouse movie, the one with him and Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander. It's another deep, dark one.
Oh, right.
There's another one, but this one's cool. So anyway, I highly recommend that movie. Highly recommend it. So that is, to me, that's number 2. And then One Battle After Another, continuing to do well in the box office, more and more word of mouth. I think it has the debut. It's like if as wrestling fans, you remember that Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or the Royal Rumble when somebody debuted.
Yeah,
that's one bet after another for Chase Infinity. Chase Infinity's she is this is her star performance. She's going to be in the conversation for awards. She's going to be everywhere. You're going to see more and more of her. And this movie is continuing to catch fire. Number 3 is pretty damn good for this film.
Yeah, I think it's great that people are still going back to see it over and over. And like I said, I've seen it 4 times in the theater.
Wow.
I missed seeing it in 70 millimeter last week, unfortunately. But maybe with Tron not doing well, they'll bring it back and put it there in Irvine, and I'll go see it again. But I love the movie. I really do. And it's
great.
And Jeff was like, "Oh, it's the politics." Well, it isn't the politics. It's a story about a father and a daughter and how they repair their relationship with the damage of the way it started, and what can they do to find their way back to each other. And that's what keeps me coming back to see the movie. I really enjoy the emotional stuff. The other stuff is fun, of course, as decoration of the film, but it's really about a father and daughter. And I think that's why people keep coming back to watch it, because it's a really strong emotional story at the center of it. And,
Agreed. All right. Well, that's the box office. What do you guys say? Did you see Tron Ares? Did you see Roofman? Did you see any of these movies? Have you been to the theater recently? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.